Ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Are you ready?
Oh, Jamie's got some good moves. All right, we got it. Warm it up, warm it up.
Get ready.
Here we go. Oh, I love it. Good morning. Whenever you're ready, find your seat. Thank you for being here at the 1MC. Good morning. Again, love the energy. Love how you're all connecting. It's amazing. We are kind of coming down off the excitement last night with the Main Street workshop that was here. There was about 50 people. Some of you in the room are here. Again, it was so amazing to see the support and collaboration within our community to support our own Grants Pass Main Street Association. So thank you all, and it is all part of that ecosystem we're building, and it's so real. It's just tangible, like we're just doing great work. So again, applaud all of you for taking time out of your day to be here and support our entrepreneurs. So without further ado, I know the entrepreneurs presenting today is super excited and stoked, so I do not want to take any time away from them on the stage. So today we have Norman Design, and I'm going to let them share more about what they do and the amazing work that's happening. Thank you.
Good morning, everybody. All right. So I'm LJ Norman. I'm the founder of Norman Design Company alongside my partner, Austin. We would like to start by thanking 1MC for creating a wonderful space for entrepreneurs to share their vision. This is an amazing place, and I love the support. At NDC, we believe every digital interaction, whether it's a website, a Google My Business profile, or a social media post, should make life better, not just easier, but better for people, for communities, and for our planet. That's the heartbeat of our company. I've been designing in the digital world for 13 years, and for the last 6 years, I've specialized in UX, user experience research and design. Austin brings his expertise in strategy and development. Together, we keep seeing the same issue. Businesses pour money into websites or ads, except none of the digital pieces connect, leaving users confused and lost. A business might have a nice looking site, but its Google business profile is outdated. They might have a social media presence, but no reviews. They might blog, but nobody sees it. Leaders often end up overwhelmed, juggling tools that don't integrate. We started NDC to fix that. We don't just design websites, we design complete digital ecosystems that help businesses grow and communities thrive. We're in this for the bigger picture. At Norman Design Company, our why is to empower like-minded businesses, farmers, landowners, nonprofits, and conservation districts to have the greatest positive impact they possibly can. We believe humanity-centered design is the way to make that possible. It means looking beyond the screen to digital tools and systems that ripple outward into communities, the planet, and future generations. When we align technology with human values, we give organizations not just a digital presence, but the power to create real, lasting change. Here's what most business owners face today: a website that doesn't generate leads, a Google listing that gets ignored, reviews that are hard to manage, social media that feels like shouting into the void, and no time, staff, or systems to make it all work together. That's the reality we hear from our clients every single day. At Norman Design Company, we connect the dots. We don't just build websites, we design full digital experiences. That means websites and funnels that convert visitors to customers, social media and blogs that build authority, Google business profiles and reviews that earn trust, optimized search placement so people can actually find you, and automation and custom systems that keep it all running without burning you or your staff out. It's about creating a system where every digital touch point works together. Here's what makes us different. User experience design, UX. It focuses on making tools usable. It's the crosswalk button that clicks when pressed, the checkout line that flows without confusion, or the coffee maker you can use without a manual. On screens, it's the search bar where your eyes expect it, the app that fits your thumb, or the website that loads fast and guides your next step. However, we take it a step further with humanity-centered design. It's about ripple effects. Does your online presence respect people's time and dignity? Does it strengthen your community? Does it build long-term trust? When we design digital experiences, we consider every single touch point. Websites, reviews, social media, Google, email, all that, as part of one bigger story. And that story should serve people, not overwhelm them. So here's what that looks like in practice. With local conservation districts, we've built digital systems that connect landowners to soil and water resources. That includes websites, but also digital applications, content, and tools that make conservation accessible and visible. With All Flood Solutions, we're creating a full digital experience from a clear, usable website to search placement, education through content, and tools that help families make informed decisions about flood risk. Different clients, same mission. Building digital experiences that make life better for the humans they serve. This isn't just about having a nice-looking site. It's about building a digital ecosystem that actually works. One where your Google business profile is accurate, your reviews build trust, your blogs educate, your social media engages, and your site converts. When those pieces work together, you don't just look professional, you grow resilient. And in today's digital landscape, resilience is everything. So 1 Million Cups is all about community. So here's where Austin and I would love your help. Introduce us to local businesses or nonprofits who need stronger digital ecosystems. Connect us with conservation and community groups who can benefit from our approach. Share feedback on what digital challenges you face so we can help design better solutions. And if our story resonates, please share it. And by the way, if you are a creator who's passionate about what they do and passionate about helping the community and the planet, give us a call. We'd love to hear from you and work with you. So thank you, everyone, for your time, and we're excited to hear your thoughts and questions. All right, let's go.
All right, who's got questions?
Hey, LJ.
Hey, Joel.
So appreciate your mission, Austin. Yours too. With your goals for the next 3 to 5 years, just kind of with that in mind, what do you feel are your next 5 moves?
My next 5 moves. Well, it's about creating dialogue with the local, conservation businesses, like-minded people who really want to make an impact in their community. I want to partner with them as much as I can, even if we can't help you with our company. I want to offer my insight on how I might make your touch points a lot cleaner and easier for your users to use. Next steps after that are, we really are focusing on sales and getting our systems up and running and making those work seamlessly. So kind of doing the UX on our own stuff as well. But yeah, basically just moving forward into that space. Do you have anything to add?
Well, I mean, just trying to make sure that the paths that are laid in front of us, we can actually walk down. A lot of things are, take some pre-planning so that we don't run into some, hiccups every once in a while. So we have a few different avenues, and some of the things that he didn't even end up touching on is, some of his amazingly philanthropic side. We've done some free work for some community centers around here because, one of the things that LJ's really passionate about is helping kids and food security as well with his farming background. So, walking down that particular path, really getting involved with more community centers. If you guys want to help us, be introduced to those. They almost all of them have commercial kitchens, which helps with, various options of food security. They usually have spaces that are available for young entrepreneurs and kids to be able to take advantage of different aspects of progressing their life. So, really it's for me, it's helping us find these paths that I know are part of LJ's passion in making all this happen. So I mean, the whole reason I'm here is my own frustrations with having my business and not being able to take it to the next level. And to be honest, NDC has all the things that are required to take a business to that scaling point. So we want to find some of these paths and really just walk down them.
I have a quick question for you. There's a lot of digital and social media marketing and things out there and a lot of people in that space. How do you feel NDC is different than them, or what do you bring to the table that they may not, especially with your UX experience?
Of course. And I'd like to lean on that UX experience as one of the main foundations where I think that does separate us from the rest of the pack. But mainly, it's about service. I'm here to serve, straight up. I'm not here, like, tertiary for me is the revenue. First, I want to make an impact. That's what this is about for me. And if I can create a strong, lasting relationship with the people that I'm working with, then I've won. I've done my job.
Well, I think, we just have more to offer than just the digital side in itself. I've started a ton of businesses and helped other people start a ton of businesses. I mean, just for instance, I think a lot of you already know Willie, and something that I'm helping him is helping him establish some, just a working lab to be able to safely do his jewelry work that he's doing and be able to be more productive on the physical side. So sometimes for a business, it doesn't just take the digital. Sometimes there is some real world aspects that need to be taken care of. And whether it's registrations or just dealing with the county with some permits or whatever it is. And we're, between the two of us, we're so adept at being able to handle all these curveballs that get thrown at one when they're trying to start something, trying to turn an idea into tangible something, that we have the ability to roll with the punches and really help them with almost any aspect that could pop up.
Right.
Yes, exactly, exactly.
So, hello. I would love to zoom in a little bit and ask, as an entrepreneur, why did you decide to start your own company as opposed to join a firm or work for a company that needs your services? Why did you decide to start your own company? And then, like, what have the struggles been in starting that path?
Great question, Trevor. I actually got out of grad school in December, got my master's in user experience design, and right out of the gate, I got recruited by Amazon, and they wanted to offer me a large salary and give me all kinds of good incentives and things to work there. I turned them down because at the day after I graduated, we got in touch with the conservation districts here. And that aligned with my mission. I mean, my whole thing since I was in school way back then is since 2010, I've been in and out of school and going through this path. But I've always been passionate about creating and bridging the gap between digital ecosystems and permaculture and regenerative agriculture. And one of the things that I've always kind of wrote about and touched on is being able to do that, being able to bridge that gap. There's not a lot of people out there that are even thinking this. And so that was one of the big things. Like, as soon as that came in, I knew, call it providence. It literally guided me to this path. And since then, it's been difficult. Yeah, we've, working with conservation districts and government entities, sometimes it can take a little longer than you want to get things moving. But we learned to roll with the punches on that. And then I think moving here, I moved here on June 1st, has been the biggest thing for me. Surrounding myself with all of you has been, I can't say it enough. You guys are so supportive and so helpful, and I appreciate it sincerely. So I know that you guys got my back, and I know that I can do this with a community behind me, so I want to continue to give back to that. What you got?
I mean, I suppose getting, I could just talk about the things from my perspective. My favorite thing to ask people, and I think it's something that people don't tend to ask themselves often enough, is that if you had all the money in the world, what would you spend your time doing? And I think that we all spend too much time chasing that dollar to support our life and not enough time asking that question in itself. So my theory is that if you can do that thing to support the money that you need every month, then are you not already retired or doing that end-of-life thing that we all try to get to as a goal? And this may very well be the meaning of life. I don't know. But I saw this passion in LJ. I see that, like, if he had all the money in the world, he would be doing this. He would be supporting these and helping these up. And for me, this is my passion. And NDC is a conduit for me to be able to help endless amounts of other people realize that goal. Maybe even, be able to ask that question, but also have it come to fruition and have it turn into that thing that supports their life and really makes them just enjoy every part about waking up about every day and every hour and everything that they do. So that is my end goal to doing all this.
Well said. Well said. Jerry.
What is the three most common mistakes you see, the low-hanging fruit that can get the biggest bang for the buck?
Good question. User experience, obviously. I'm going to lean heavily on that. That's where my expertise is. But what that means is, a lot, like I was mentioning in the presentation, a lot of times, you'll have a Google My Business that's doing really well, but it won't resonate or connect to your website, which also won't connect to your social media. And your users ending up having like this clunky experience where they're expecting seamlessness, and yet they're getting friction. And whenever they encounter friction, your chances of losing them are pretty high. So mainly it's about making those digital touch points connect, making sure that they're smoothed out, and just giving the experience that you, as my client, or even my friend, would want to give to them. So.
Also, follow up, where'd you get that great looking headshot?
Oh, that would be from you, my friend. Thank you. Appreciate that, Jerry.
So you told us a little bit of your story, but I feel like there's a lot more there.
Sure.
Like, why is this work so important to you in this field?
Okay. I grew up poor, and I grew up, spending summers with my dad on the farm, and I seen the struggle there. I saw how he struggled annually to try to make ends meet, to try to make, the community buy his product. And I vowed to myself that I wanted to try to help him in any way I could. Unfortunately, he ended up selling the farm, and I took that to heart. And so it kind of carried with me throughout the years. And then when the crash hit in 2008, I went from being a mortgage broker to doing some chef stuff and kind of moving around. But then I ended up back in school, and during that exact same time, I learned about permaculture and regenerative ag. And that it lit up so many lights in me, because it was really about what I was trying to do with my dad. Really, if we were able to do that back in the 90s when that all went down, I feel like we could have really made a difference and really turned it around for him. And so that's something that I carried. And then I fell in love with digital design while I was a mortgage broker. I did an ad campaign one time, and I put it all together in Microsoft Paint, and it ended up freaking just doing really well, right? And I resonated with that. I was like, man, I could really do this. So when the crash hit, and I was doing the chef thing, and that's also a creative endeavor, which kept my creative juices flowing. But when it slowed down and I went back to school, it really hit me that I could do this well. So I went into the web design field, creative art field, and just got good at that, and then it just evolved. I did freelance for a long time and got to help clients and really understand what their needs were, and it just evolved into user experience design, and got my master's after COVID, and the rest is history. Thank you.
Hey guys, so Austin, the meaning of life is 42. So some of y'all will get that, some of you will not. You can talk to me later about that. So entrepreneurship is a journey, as y'all know. You guys have acknowledged that ups and downs, some of the challenges, being proactive and kind of figuring out solutions on the way forward. As you guys are thinking about your current friction points, what are you doing about it? And also, how can we help support you with that as well? Because we all, as entrepreneurs in this room, or wherever we are in the journey, all face them.
Yeah. I think right now our prospecting and sales systems need a little bit of upkeep and revamping. We want to make sure that we're being able to educate, but also bring value to the customers. We want to ask what's important to our clients and make sure that we're hitting on all of those. And we want to, get the right people in the right places to help us close those deals. So we're really focusing right now on finding like-minded people who can really help us and spread our message. If you want to follow us on Instagram or any of the socials, you can go to Design NDC. That's our handle on every one of them, and that would help us immensely. Like, just being able to get our message out would be huge. Thank you. Anyone else? Oh, Dan.
I'll hit you with one, LJ.
Thank you, Dan.
I appreciate the work that you guys are doing. Did you say that you specialize in UX?
Yes, sir.
So on your own website, what are the hallmarks of good UX I would expect to see on your own website?
Well, that's a good question, and that's something that we're working on engaging right now. In fact, if I could have you guys go to the website and provide for me feedback that you would like to see, that helps me immensely. So being able to do actual usability testing would be gigantic. Being able to have an audience that I'm trying to engage with give me feedback on those assets would be huge. I'm open to feedback, and I am very, I'm probably harder on myself than anyone could be hard on me, so bring it. You know?
So have you found that heat mapping actually works? Has that been valuable?
I haven't been able to really use that yet, and I want to get better at that. It's been kind of outside my purview, but I definitely realize the value of it, and I just want to learn. So if anyone can teach me, I'm here.
What is your website URL?
NormanDesignCompany.com.
All right, should we
put that
do
up there.
the age-old, oh, Ian. Ian at the 11th hour.
Give this man a mic.
Who's your favorite customer, and what is their challenge?
I think my favorite customer is one that's not afraid to push the boundaries, not afraid to explore ideas that are unconventional, people who are looking to really make an impact. I mean, if I found a customer who was all about strengthening community and humanity and making these, you might not think that digital aspect or digital systems really resonate out, but your message as a company is exactly that. Like, how you represent yourself to the rest of the world is how they're going to perceive you. So we want to make sure that that's seamless, and understanding and finding a client who really resonates with that, that really gets my juices turning. Someone who's really open to feedback and actually wanting to do the usability stuff, because a lot of times we just want to move and do quick things, but if we engage our users and get them involved in the design process, then we're actually able to really work those touch points out and make the experience seamless for them. So it really involves getting them involved. So finding a client that really understands that and is open to that makes my heart shine.
Now you can ask your important question.
My super important question, but I just wanted to touch on that. One thing that you said with having what your message that you're resonating out with your company, you can liken it to the algorithm, because if you're putting out that message of kindness and help and all of those things, all of a sudden your entire social media is filled with kindness and help. And all of a sudden your bleak outlook on life isn't as bleak anymore, because you realize that now there's a lot more kindness that's out there. So it literally can start here, but it can change your daily perception of life. And it's absolutely crazy. So with that being said, if we don't have any more questions, anybody? Bueller? No? Okay.
Thank you, everyone. I appreciate you so much. Thank you.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you, Trevor.
Amazing, yes. Norman Design Group has a special place in my heart. LJ has been a member here at the Hive for quite a while, and I've gotten to watch you really build your business here. And it's been really inspiring, and I know you really care a ton about the work you're doing and the purpose behind that work. So yeah, it's really great. And also, I know this isn't something you do all the time, so getting up here and sharing your story with all these people, awesome.
Thank you, man.
Yeah.
It was a little unnerving at first, if I'm not, but thank you for understanding and being here. I appreciate you all. Thank you.
Yeah. So
What cool? Cool shot with all three of you. Oh,
Yeah.
all right, ready? 1, 2, 3.
fantastic. Big hand for Austin and LJ.
Thank you, everyone.
I just want to say, so I sat in this room last night. We had the Main Street Grants Pass meeting here, and there were just a lot of people coming together, entrepreneurs and community members, to lean into what does it look like to build our community here, to be in support of each other and build something bigger than individual businesses. And then I sit in this room today, and it's just such a stark contrast because we also woke up this morning to our government shutting down, right? And so when things are, like when in the broader community, feel hard and like they are impossible or falling apart, like just this is so encouraging. People actually showing up for each other, right? That's what these sessions are about. Hopefully you're getting individual value out of different sessions, and sometimes more than others, but you're showing up for each other, and that's so important. That we come together, support something that's not necessarily my own thing. I'm going to support somebody else doing their thing too. So important. So I appreciate all of you and the way that you show up for each other and how you continue to come and share this out. I mean, this group keeps growing and evolving over time. And I'm super encouraged by, last night we had a huge turnout, which that's a hard thing to get going too, right? And so this community is really showing up, and I think that is encouraging, and that should hopefully provide some light when other things feel heavy. So, yes, thank you, yeah. Joel. Amazing. And I'll point at the work that Kim's been doing to help bridge that, right? To help bring and connect the valley. It's incredible work, and that's work that's been ongoing for a lot of years. It's really hard to do. And so, again, just honor that continued effort and people showing up here, Annie, the other people that are coming from Jackson County to, again, be part of this and support. So it's awesome, yeah. Anybody else? Yeah, Claudia.
Just really quick, my mom attended with me just one time, and then we went to the farmer's market, and she got all choked up, and she looked around these rooms, and she's like, listen, I'm turning 80 this year, and this is what's going to save us. Like, between the farmer's market and the community and what we're doing here, and she literally just teared up, and she was like, we're going to be okay. Like, this is what's going to make us okay, is this type of stuff. So, it's resonating out there. So what we do and the vibes that we give off from it is huge. So we appreciate everybody here so much.
So what I'd love to do is I'd love for you randomly to just look around the room, make eye contact with somebody, and give each other a hand. Let's do it. Find somebody, yes. Awesome. Thank you all so much. And do you have an announcement? Oh, that's right. Also, at the city council meeting next Wednesday evening. They're presenting 1MC. Sorry, I was. And that's actually in a couple weeks. But 1MC, Main Street will be presenting at 1MC next week, so you get to hear a little bit more about what's happening there and how that's grown over time and shifted. So it's very exciting, yeah. So they'll be presenting for 1MC next week here, 9:30 to 10:30. But then on October 15th at City Council is when the funding for the Main Street program is up for discussion and voting. So, and that's at City Council. That's the City Council meeting in the evening on the 15th. Right, and what I would love to throw out there is if you don't support it or have questions or issues about it, like I'm here a lot, Dan and Seth both have a lot of understanding, so like we would be happy to talk through that. And also the group that is Main Street, the board, and then last night really there was subcommittees starting to form that are just composed of by community members. If you have any interest in participating in that, hit us up, we'll let you know, or you can go to the website, mainstreetgp.com, right? Or org. Yeah, .org. And anyways, so come be a part of it, participate. But yeah, if for some reason you don't know enough about it or you aren't in support of it right now because of some reason, we would love to sit down and understand that and hear from you and understand why and what that's about and what it would take for you to say, yeah, I want to be a part of that. So anyways, yeah. Anything else? Anybody else? Going once? Oh, I see hands, yeah? 6 p.m. Jerry?
So we've got a new program connecting growers and pickers, people who have a few trees that fall and die every year. You know, the fruit gets wasted. So you sign up as a picker or grower, you search, you message, and mamas get to go feed their babies. Right now we have 25 mamas on my website who are pickers. We need growers, so if you know somebody or have some extra fruit trees or extra vegetables that moms can come and pick and take home to their families, please see me. I got flyers. You can get sign up. That would help these moms feed their families.
All right. We will see you all next week, 9:30 to 10:30. Thanks for being here. Have a great day.